Arcade Perfect, my arse. Okay guys, welcome to another Arcade Perfect My Arse. This week we're taking a look at Pint Pulling Tapper, released in 1983 by Bally Midway. It was, I believe there was actually a couple of versions of this game released. I mean, this one is like, I think it was sponsored by Budweiser, but then I believe a wee bit later on there was one that came out with root beer, which is a really popular soft drink in the States. Now, I've tried root beer and personally I think it tastes like Germaline. So anyway, right, enough of that, let's have a shot of the arcade one. Now I think what really set this game apart in the arcades was the fact that it actually had a kind of the controls was actually a sort of a thing where you pulled pints. So I don't think you were ever going to replicate that in the home versions. I think there's, is it 3 or 4 different levels I think it was? There's also a bonus level as well. So the idea being is basically you're in charge of a bar and you've got to basically keep the customers happy by serving them pints. Now you've got to make sure you don't drop the glasses, so you've got to always be ready to catch glasses, and if the people get to the end of the bar, then you lose a life. Whoa, 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 whoa. And sometimes they'll leave a tip which you can run across and get, which I'm going to try and do. Ah, bollocks! It's actually strangely difficult. Well, not strangely difficult, it's a simple looking game, but it ain't easy. Either that or I am just completely pish at it, and it's probably the latter to be fair. So what I'll do, I'll run along here and get the tip. Now when the dancers come on, you need to be very careful because some of the customers will turn to watch the dancers, and if you throw a pint, damn it, if you throw a pint when they're not looking, or sorry, when they're watching the dancers, then the pint goes straight up to the end of the bar and smashes, and again you lose a life. So you've got to be really, really careful. And once you get rid of all the customers, you move on to the next level. Drinking on the job. Right, now what you need to do here is try and watch to see what one he didn't shake. Man, I've completely lost it already. I've got no idea. So you've got to try and identify the one that he didn't shake. Let's go for this. And I'm wrong. That's just for bonus points. So now we're on to a different level. This is, each kind of level's got its own sort of theme. This is kind of a sports bar one, I think. So I'm not doing much talking here, I'm too busy trying not to die. Ooh, that was close. Ah, damn it. Game over. Right, anyway, that's the arcade one. Let's take a look at some home versions. Right, okay, this is the BBC one. Now let's have a look. Select your keys, accept, S, delete, copy. Right, so left is that. Come on, click left. Right. It's not particularly responsive. Poor serve is going to be M. Come on, up. Ah, damn it. We'll go for P and L. This is going to be a disaster, I know it is. And down is going to be L. Okay, yeah, let's give it a go. Alright, okay, it's loading. Oh, yeah, I've forgotten the keys already. Right, come on, how do we start? Select B, A, right, let's B for beginner, I am assuming. It is super unresponsive. A, E, come on, start the damn game. Right, oh, here we go, is it moving now? Right, oh well, at least we're going now. I'm not even going to attempt to... Damn it, I'm not even going to attempt to run left and right because I can't remember what keys. Blimey, that was easy. Well, can I say I am actually pleasantly surprised at how good this version is. I like how does little John Travolta dance. Right, given I don't know how to move left and right, I'm just going to have to go for the one in the middle. Mountain Dew, there you go. Mountain Dew was a thing even back whenever this came out, 1983 or something. Right, we need to go for that one. But can I say this isn't actually that bad? I was really, damn it, I was really expecting quite an atrocious version. Not because the BBC wasn't a competent machine, it just, some of the games in it were awful. The fact that I can't run left and right doesn't really make this, oh damn it. Yeah, the fact that I can't move left and right doesn't really help. Bugger! Chucked that one when that guy was still drinking. Right, anyway, that is the BBC one. That isn't actually too bad. Right, okay, this is the IBM DOS one. Now, this was a complete sod to try and get working, but I got there eventually. Now you can see there the colours kind of lacking a wee bit. Is that EGA or something? I can't remember. It was one of the sort of the more kind of basic modes. I've got to say the graphics are pretty damn good though. Oh, I haven't got a clue. I have got no idea. Let's go for that one. That was pure luck. Now this version is super fast. Graphically, I would say this was probably, sort of detail wise, I would say this was probably about the most impressive. Though the colour, if I had the better colour, it would be even better. But the actual kind of definition of the graphics is really good. certainly pretty nippy to play. Hey. Quick. Yeah, this isn't half bad at all. Come on, let's just try and get to the next level. Just when you think you've got the last customer, somebody comes in. Ah! Oh, that was lucky. Bollocks. Right, anyway, that is the IBM PC one. Right, okay, this is the Amstrad CPC version. Hey, let's see, one player, yep, one player's that. Let's go for arcade, I think, and it's set to joystick, so S to start. Now, right away, this looks very, very similar to the Commodore 64 one, which was the version of this game that I used to play a lot, and it's not a bad thing actually. Good graphics, nice use of colour. Yeah, it's very, very, very similar. And it's got the wee tune as well, so all in all, it ain't a bad version. I'd love to actually try the arcade version of this. Can't say I've ever. Ah, damn it! I've never actually seen the arcade one, but like I said, I know there was a. It had a proper sort of like a beer tap thing as a controller. I don't know whether there was like a joystick version. Quite possibly. It's actually quite a simple game. I mean, it kind of has a lot in common with like the little Nintendo Game & Watches, you know. It's all about trying to be at the right place at the right time. Ah, no. Oh, that was lucky. You've always got to make sure that you don't go throwing a pint when there's not actually anyone there to catch it. Ah, damn it. Anyway, that's the Amstrad one. That ain't half bad. Right, okay, this is the Atari 2600 one. And I've got to say right off the bat, I mean, look at the colour and the sprites. This is, oh damn it, that's life loss. This is actually pretty impressive. I mean, it's even got the music as well. Whoa! The controls a wee bit fiddly, but that's probably just the joystick. Come on, get a break. Now what you can do, if you push up when you're at the very top, you go to the bottom. Damn it. It's slightly fiddly moving up and down. Oh, so that's probably more to do with my controller than the actual game itself. Then you got two customers. in each skinny bar. Oh, don't throw a pint. Yeah, if you throw a pint and there's nobody there, ah, damn it. If you throw a pint and there's nobody there and it hits the edge of the bar, then it's you lose a life. Wait a minute, this is kind of jumping all over the place. Got to say though, this is pretty impressive for an Atari 2600 game. Yeah, it's pretty good. Right, let's move on. Righty, this is the ZX Spectrum one. This is 48K. How do we start? There we go. Right, it's set to start. All our controls, what we want is Kempston. J for joystick. Right, I think, is that set to? Yeah, I think it's set to. I think that's set to Kempston joystick, is it? I think. How do we get back out? I've got no idea. Right, is it S to start, possibly? Sign on, right, okay. MAME. Press any key, MAME. Yeah, I've got to love the Spectrum sound effects. Is that noise, is it supposed to make that noise? Got to say, one thing I do like about this one, it's super responsive. The other ones you have to kind of hold the fire button down to sort of pull a pint, which may, well in fact it is probably more arcade authentic. But this one is that wee bit easier. Come on, finish your pint. No, 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 that was lucky. Yeah, I think that, damn it, I think that noise would eventually get on your tits. Come on, bugger off. Take me to the next level. Right, watch very carefully. And I wasn't watching. Ah, you know what? I haven't got a clue. Is it this one maybe? That was lucky, I think. He's like a ghost. Yeah, sound is rubbish. But I've got to say, the playability of this one is pretty damn good. And it's kind of difficult to actually see just how many. Ah, bugger, get away. Damn it. Let's go for one last life. Arse. Right, anyway, that's the ZX Spectrum. Let's take a look at another one. Right, and this is the Coleco one. This is called Root Beer Tapper. I was looking for it under Tapper, couldn't find it. But yeah, so this is obviously based on the Root Beer one that did come out in the arcades. So how do we start? Let's go for the skill 1. Right, what's interesting with this one is the movement in the pint. Chris, that was easy. The movement in the pint isn't particularly smooth. Wonder why they went for that. I do like the wee guy actually looks pretty good. Right, let's pay attention. Right, so it's the one in the right, that one. Right, I think it's this one. What do you think? I think it's this one. Hey! That's a wee bit easier than the arcade one. I'm not overly keen on the fact that the pint glass doesn't have a lot of animation. Don't know why they did that. There's a wee bit of kind of sprite flicker going on as well. So you need to make sure you don't throw a pint when the person's watching the dancing girls. That should get rid of him, is it? There we go. This is certainly easier than the arcade one. Now, one thing I don't know is, can customers just leave? Because obviously what you tend to do is you look to see how many customers there are, and then you just throw that many. So, sorry, you just then serve up that number of pints. But what you need to be careful is if they leave the bar. I don't know if that happens. 2, 3. Right, anyway, listen, that is a Coleco one. It's not bad. I don't like the fact that like I said, there's a bit of flickering going on. Plus, what do you call it? The animation for the pints isn't particularly good. So anyway, let's move on. That's the Coleco version. Right, okay, this is the C64 one. This was the one that I played back in the day. Always thought that the title screen was a bit rubbish. I mean, it just uses the sort of standard Commodore 64 font. Right, A for arcade. How do we do that? A for arcade, space or fire button to play. Right, now this one, like the arcade, it's not a question of just tapping the fire button to pull a pint. You've actually got to kind of hold the button in. So that is more authentic to the arcade one. It does make it that wee bit more difficult. The Amstrad and the Spectrum one, it's just basically tapping the fire button once. I always thought that this was quite a blocky looking version, but actually looking at it now, yeah, it is blocky, but the graphics are actually really, really good. Let's go and get that money. Thank you very much. Now you don't have to run back, you can just push down. Whoa, 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 whoa. Don't you dare. Throw a pint. I quite like how you actually see the kind of, when they're drinking the beer, it kind of fizzes. See, I like that. See how it kind of fizzes. That's actually quite clever. Ah, bollocks. That was a wee bit silly. Right, okay, that is the Commodore 64 one. That is pretty good. Right, okay, that is the last version. So, what were the good ones and what were the bad ones? To be honest, I don't think there was a particularly bad version at all. No, I think they were all fairly competent, you know, considering sort of some of the hardware. I mean, the Atari 2600 one, you know, it always amazes me just how good some games are on the Atari 2600. When you think of how limited a system it is, it shouldn't be able to do games like this. So yeah, it played absolutely fine. Obviously lacky colour, blocky graphics, but you know, it's Atari 2600. The fact it can even run is pretty damned impressive. ColecoVision, a really nice version. Bit of slowdown, bit of kind of flickering going on. The colours were a wee bit iffy. You didn't have the smooth kind of beer glasses, but that's not a game breaker at all. But a good version again. Amstrad one was very similar to the Commodore 64. Really nice graphics, quite blocky again, but looked pretty arcade-like. Spectrum one, obviously completely black and white, which is always a wee bit disappointing, but you know, that's what you expect. It plays really well. It's probably slightly easier because it's just like you just have to tap the fire button to pull a pint. BBC one, again, actually quite impressed with that, quite surprised. I was thinking it was going to be awful, but again, it plays really well. Some of the colours aren't the best, but all in all, a good version for the BBC. Commodore 64, it's just what I remember. It's really good. It does look like the arcade. It's got good use of colour, good sound. What else? IBM PC is quite impressive. Probably got the most impressive graphics out of all of them. The colour isn't the greatest. I think it is it EGA or something they use, whatever it is. So yeah, let's think. In third place, let me think about this. In third place, I am going to go for this. Did I go for the Spectrum? Did I go for the Amstrad? I'm going to be controversial and I'm going to put the Amstrad and the Spectrum in third place equal. So they both share bronze position. Second place, I'm going to go for the IBM PC. It does look really nice. It plays really well. Yeah, the colour's a bit rubbish, but the sound is excellent. But to me, there's only one version that definitely sticks out above all others, and that's the Commodore 64 one. I know I'm biased because I did play the game back in the day, but there's been plenty of Arcade Perfect my arses where I don't pick the C64 one. I do think it is the best one. It looks most like the arcade. I say it's got the sound, it's got the graphics. So yeah, third place Spectrum Spectrum and Amstrad. Second place is the IBM PC, but the winner of this one is going to be the Commodore 64. So anyway guys, as always, I hope you enjoyed watching the video, and if there is a game you'd like to see me you know, play for this series, just let me know. And as always, thank you very much for watching. Hold the bus, don't go anywhere. How on earth did I forget to include the Atari 8-bit version? So here it is. Let's go for arcade How do we change it? Oh, it's option, so I've got no idea what the button is for option. Select, so it's going to be J for joystick, I'm assuming. Fire button starts, there we go. Nice chunky graphics. I'm not overly impressed with the colour, I must admit. I'll just turn that down a wee bit. I do like the way he... I love the hair, look at that. I do like the way he polishes the bar when he's not actually doing anything. Oh, no, that was silly. Yeah, I could certainly use a few more sound effects. I think it's the middle one. Is it? Hey! Oh, what am I doing, you twat? So, yeah, this is the Atari 8-bit version. Where would this fit in the scoring? I would probably say, whilst it's not the best one at all, it's certainly not the worst one. I mean, there's not a bad version of this game. It would certainly lose points for lack of colour. You know, it just seems very, I don't know, it just seems very kind of drab colour scheme. I would probably make that, what do you call it? I'd probably award it third place along with the Spectrum and Amstrad one. So, anyway, listen guys, this is now definitely the end of the video. As always, thank you very much for watching.